Gentlemen, you may be blaming the calendar if you've ever experienced a bothersome lag in your performance, a drop in your afternoon energy, or a persistent stiffness in your legs. However, what if I told you that the on your breakfast plate? Almost every guy over 60 exhibits a similar morning behavior that subtly impairs circulation, saps natural energy, and inhibits vitality. This everyday decision has a direct effect on the blood flow to your brain, muscles, and yes, even parts of your body that are essential to manly performance. My name is Dr. Katherine Rockra, and I specialize in men's health. I've been practicing for more than 20 years, and throughout that time, I've witnessed directly how a small alteration in the first meal of the day can have a significant impact on men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Resilience is ingrained in your body. It seeks consistent energy and robust circulation. However, that sugary cereal or morning toast is working against you. The good news is that it's far easier and more effective than costly medications. One particular easily accessible breakfast item is essential to changing this. When consumed regularly, this one food functions as nature's circulation enhancer. It actively supports optimal physical performance, sustains energy without crashing, and promotes healthy blood flow from your brain to your toes. I'm going to tell you precisely what this breakfast powerhouse is, why it works so well for guys over 60, and how easy it is to start incorporating it tomorrow, so stay tuned. In order to promote good blood flow, I'll also go over 3 more morning essentials. Make sure to click the subscribe box and enable notifications before we begin. Don't pass up the following step if you're prepared to take charge of your health. Please write a yes in the comments if this video resonates with you. I want to know how you're feeling about your health journey after reading each response. Let's begin. It's unlikely that beets are the first food that springs to mind when considering ways to improve circulation, but believe me, they ought to be. Particularly for males over 60, cooked beets are a potent vascular health support food. Natural substances known as dietary nitrates, which are abundant in these vivid red roots, encourage the synthesis of nitric oxide or N. One important molecule that improves blood flow throughout your body is nitric oxide, which relaxes and dilates blood vessels. Additionally, your energy, performance, and general vigor all improve when your circulation does. Circulatory problems, such as cold hands and feet, cramping in the muscles, or decreased blood flow to the pelvis, are common in males over 60. These issues have the potential to undermine your self-esteem and your standard of living. Simple actions or chores may even feel more difficult than they used to. Even worse, the breakfasts that many of us depend on, plain cereals and sugary pastries, aren't doing us any favors. They could give you a short-term boost, but they don't give your body the essential elements it needs for healthy circulation. Here's where beets are useful. Beets are a natural and safe approach to increase your nitric oxide levels, without the hazards associated with processed nitrate additions found in meats. Let's take a closer look at it. When beets are consumed, the nitrates they contain react with oral bacteria to form nitrites. Nitric oxide, which is necessary for normal blood flow, is subsequently produced from these nitrites. As a natural vasodilator, NO helps your blood vessels enlarge or dilate, which improves circulation. This helps your body function at its peak by lowering blood pressure and increasing oxygen flow to your muscles and organs. Our bodies become less effective in producing nitric oxide as we age. This results in endothelial dysfunction, which is simply a fancy term for your blood vessels not functioning as well as they once did. Beets improve vascular function, help you combat these age-related changes, and assist in restoring nitric oxide synthesis. You'll observe a decrease in resting blood pressure within weeks of including cooked beets in your breakfast, reduced muscular cramping, and increased walking endurance. Your pelvic area also receives that increased blood flow, which promotes intimate wellness. Every day, these improvements build up to more confidence and renewed strength. Don't just believe me, though. Let me tell you about Jose, a 67-year-old Seville resident who initially had doubts. For a month, he included 2 sliced cooked beets in his morning meal. He stopped experiencing leg cramps at night after the 2nd week. Jose experienced a change toward the end of the month. He claimed that it seemed as though he had reverted time. At 45, I feel like I did. His vitality surged and his vigor was restored. One small adjustment caused all of this to occur. 80 grams of beets, cooked. For breakfast, roast or steam 80 grams of beets. Then chop them for your breakfast scramble or omelet. All the advantages will be yours without compromising taste. Steer clear of raw beet juice if you have a history of kidney stones because it contains more oxalate. In this respect, however, cooked beets are far safer. Therefore, don't worry about it when you eat in the morning. The unsung hero of breakfast foods is plain Greek yogurt. This is a high-protein diet that can improve circulation, muscle strength, and energy levels. It's a crucial component of the daily routine for men over 60, particularly if you want to improve your general health. When it comes to giving your body the nourishment it requires, a lot of conventional breakfast options fall short. They frequently have poor protein content and are deficient in essential nutrients for healthy circulation, strength, and muscle regeneration. Your muscles and blood vessels cannot function at their best without those building blocks, which is why you may have fatigue, weakness, or circulatory problems. Conversely, Greek yogurt fills this gap by offering high-quality protein and electrolytes, which are both necessary for vascular health and muscle power. Greek yogurt is a great way to start the day since it provides the right amount of protein and healthy fats in a single serving. It is impossible to overestimate the significance of a high-protein breakfast for males over 60. It serves as the fuel for maintaining and repairing muscular tissue, which is especially important as you become older. Greek yogurt is also good for circulation since it contains a good balance of calcium and potassium. It guarantees that your body is nourished from the inside out and promotes healthy blood flow. About 20 grams of protein can be found in 200 grams of plain Greek yogurt. Additionally, it contains a wealth of vital electrolytes, including potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and calcium. All are essential for healthy neuron and muscle function. Stronger muscles and improved circulation, two essential components for feeling energized and preserving mobility, are directly attributed to this nutrient combination. However, it doesn't end there. The angiotensin-converting enzyme ACE is inhibited by bioactive peptides released by Greek yogurt during fermentation. When this enzyme is stopped, your body can create more nitric oxide, or N, even though it can constrict blood vessels. The same substance we discussed with beets is nitric oxide. It is what improves blood flow and lessens muscle cramps by widening your blood vessels. Simply put, Greek yogurt improves circulation and lessens muscle stiffness by keeping your blood vessels open and circulating. As a result, you will have better circulation, increased energy, and fewer muscle cramps. This all contributes to improving your general vitality and physical performance. Let me now demonstrate some real-world benefits of Greek yogurt. Consider Mariano, a 64-year-old guy who chose Greek yogurt with berries instead of his typical sugary porridge. Mariano could immediately feel the change after only 6 weeks. He claimed that he no longer experienced excruciating Charlie horses or muscle cramps and that his strength had risen during his morning walks. The change wasn't significant. However, it was unquestionably apparent, and it was brought about by a single, easy dietary adjustment. That is Greek yogurt's strength. Your daily health and well-being can be significantly enhanced by making a tiny but regular change to your breakfast. You can make a nutritious, tasty supper that will keep you going for hours with just 200 grams of plain Greek yogurt, honey, and a handful of nuts. Don't worry, though, if you're lactose intolerant. Greek yogurt is available in lactose-free or fortified plant-based varieties that provide the same advantages without the pain. A simple yet effective strategy to promote your long-term health, especially as you age, is to start your day with a nutrient-dense meal like Greek yogurt. Let me tell you about Raphael, a 65-year-old patient of mine who came to me because he had slow mornings and frequent muscle cramps. He laughed when I originally proposed that he eat more blueberries. How do little berries relate to the health of muscles? He chuckled. Raphael returned 3 weeks later with startling news. He felt energetic, almost like he had a zing in his step that he hadn't experienced in years, in addition to the fact that his cramps had greatly lessened. All from adding a handful of blueberries to his regular routine, He was astounded. Blueberries are much more than just a sweet treat for smoothies or a snack, despite what many people believe. When it comes to enhancing circulation, increasing vitality, and promoting general health, these tiny berries are undiscovered powerhouses, especially for men over 60. Blueberries' anthocyanins are what give them their true enchantment. Following ingestion, anthocyanins undergo metabolism to produce phenolic acids, which directly affect your blood vessels. They function by assisting your body in producing more nitric oxide, N. Nitric oxide is essential for normal circulation and muscular function because it helps widen blood vessels, increasing blood flow and lowering blood pressure. Indeed, research indicates that the body's nitric oxide levels might rise by more than 20% within a few hours of eating blueberries. Better circulation benefits your heart, muscles, and general physical performance, which is a huge boost. Try to have 1 cup of fresh or thawed frozen blueberries 2 to 3 hours before going out in order to reap the full benefits. By increasing your nitric oxide levels, this timing aids in body preparation. Your blood vessels are therefore prepared to more effectively supply oxygen and nutrients to your muscles when you work out, take a walk, or do any other physical activity. Add a few blueberries to your plain Greek yogurt and blend. The Greek yogurt offers vital protein and electrolytes that promote muscle and nerve function, while the blueberries offer anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. They complement one another to provide your body with energy and enhance your general health. Even though I love these little berries, I want to be sure that including them in your diet doesn't bother you. The high fiber content of blueberries can upset some people's stomachs. To allow your body to acclimate, start with half a cup of blueberries and work your way up to a full cup if you have a sensitive stomach. Consuming a single handful of these nutrient-dense berries daily will help increase blood flow, reduce cramping in your muscles, and restore your morning swagger, which gives you the energy and readiness to face the day. The reward is enormous, yet the labor is modest. Look no further than walnuts if you're searching for a straightforward yet effective diet to enhance energy, circulation, and performance. I'm going to show you why these unassuming nuts are truly a secret powerhouse for vascular health, even though they're frequently disregarded. Consider walnuts to be nature's equivalent of nitrate, offering comparable, if not superior, circulatory advantages for which a lot of people use drugs or supplements. Curious? Continue to observe. Your blood vessels are frequently a little sluggish after a restful sleep. They're not as responsive or open as they need to be, which slows down circulation and reduces muscle responsiveness. When it comes to pelvic health and muscle function, is particularly troublesome for men over 60 who require that early morning boost to feel physically prepared for the day. In the morning, your body needs to circulate quickly. Whether it's for heart health, energy, or muscle function, you need your circulatory system to be in optimal condition as soon as you wake up. And walnuts are a perfect fit for this. The secret ingredient in walnuts is arginine, an important amino acid that is necessary for the synthesis of nitric oxide, or N. Walnuts give your body the building blocks it needs to synthesize nitric oxide when you eat them. In particular, 0.5 g of arginine can be found in a 30-gram serving of walnuts. Being a vasodilator, nitric oxide helps to enlarge blood vessels, which improves blood flow to your organs and muscles. For elderly guys who want to improve their muscle function, circulation, and even sexual health, this is essential. Better circulation, increased muscular perfusion, and decreased muscle stiffness are the outcomes. Try lightly toasting walnuts for a delicious and convenient way to eat them. As a result, their inherent flavor is enhanced, and they become an even more delightful addition to your meals. They can be added to smoothies, sprinkled over Greek yogurt, or combined with fresh berries for an added antioxidant boost. Walnuts are not for you, though, if you have a nut allergy. Similarly, because walnuts are high in fiber, which can occasionally cause stomach pain, you might want to start with a smaller serving if you have irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS. Keep in mind that walnuts are high in calories. You only need a tiny handful, around 30 grams, to reap the benefits without consuming too many calories. Consider every walnut as a little powerful gift from nature, full of nutrients that can help maintain healthy blood flow, powerful muscles, and a refreshed sense of vigor. You are making an investment in your long-term health when you begin including basic foods like walnuts in your daily breakfast routine. You may turn breakfast into a daily ritual of vigor, strength, and hope. It doesn't take much to notice a difference, and the advantages are genuine. You're taking charge of your circulation, muscular strength, and general vigor by including walnuts with other meals like blueberries, Greek yogurt, and beets. This is not merely a meal. It's a step toward a healthier, more active lifestyle, improved circulation, and more energy. So today, take that easy step. Feel the difference when you include a handful of walnuts in your morning. Here's what you have to accomplish today then. Now that you have the resources, you can start changing now. But keep in mind that without use, instruments are meaningless. This is the point at which you must act. Now, when you choose to take action now rather than tomorrow, true change begins. I want you to take a simple action. Make a commitment to consuming one of the 4 foods we discussed today tomorrow morning. It may be walnuts sprinkled over your favorite breakfast, a dollop of plain Greek yogurt, a handful of blueberries, or cooked beets. It needs to begin, but it doesn't have to be flawless. One of the most effective times to increase your circulation, self-esteem, and independence is within the first hour after waking up. It's not a good idea to skip breakfast or wait until you're exhausted or starving. Your muscles are poised to take nutrition during that first hour, and your blood vessels are at their most responsive. Why wait then? You will begin to notice effects if you take action today. Stronger steps, a discernible warmth in your groin, greater vitality in your legs, and yes, even improved responsiveness in the bedroom. Additionally, consider better sleep and a fresh outlook on the future. In case you're wondering if it's too late for me, I can assure you that it isn't. Even guys in their 80s can make a difference. Keep in mind that aging only takes what you give up. Most people stop believing in their bodies before their bodies stop believing in them. In actuality, though, change is still feasible. As your daily power move, prepare breakfast. Get your morning vigor back. Allow your diet to strengthen your fortitude. On your plate, the next episode begins. Please use the like button and forward this video to someone who might benefit from it. For more videos about managing your health beyond 60, subscribe. Tell me in the comments, please. Which breakfast item is your go-to source of energy in the morning? If you're prepared to make that change, type yes. Or if you have any comments, please share them. Let's continue this discussion. Thank you for viewing. Be careful, and I'll see you in the next